Assalamu alaikum. We are starting with the lecture now. We'll start from where we ended last time. I gave you some questions to work on, like what do you mean by accuracy and what do you mean by precision? And I hope that you people have completed your task at hand. Okay, so I'll be taking this topic from my side and I'll be asking you some questions at the end of the lecture. Okay, so initially we know what do you mean by accuracy. I think everyone knows. We can look at this tick. Okay, the first one, as you can see, it is having high accuracy. The second, bow and arrow, it is having low accuracy, and even the third one is having low accuracy, though the second one is precise and the first one is precise. But you can say about first one that it is accurate because it is hitting the target, but the second one is not hitting the target. Okay, though even though the second one is also precise, but it is not accurate. Okay, so what do you mean by accuracy? It is the closeness of the measured value to the true value. Matlab, we know that we need to hit this point. Okay, and how close can I hit this point? Okay, how close can I hit this point? Matlab, the value that I'm going to measure, how close is it to the true value that was required to be measured? Okay, that is known as accuracy. Okay, so the closeness of the measured value to the true value will be termed as accuracy. What was error? Error was the difference between the true value and the measured value. Whatever might be the difference between the true value and the measured value, that is called as error. And accuracy is nothing but it is the relation. What is the closeness or what is the relation between the measured value and the true value that we need? Okay, so on what factors does the accuracy depend? I'll just like to note some things for you. Okay, give me a second. On what factors does the accuracy depend? Someone is annotating the screen. No. Yeah. First factor is intrinsic accuracy of the instrument. Intrinsic matlab, you can say something which is inbuilt. Okay. You can say internal, but the correct word for intrinsic is inbuilt accuracy of the instrument. How accurate have you calibrated the instrument? On that depends the accuracy of your measurement. Okay, if your instrument is properly calibrated, then your reading will be correct. If your instrument is not properly calibrated, you know that you won't get the correct reading. You won't get the correct measured value that you need, that should be close to the true value. So the first point on which the accuracy depends is the intrinsic accuracy. That is the inbuilt or the calibrated accuracy that you have set for the instrument. Okay, we all know that the error, we all know that this is the tolerance. You might have heard that 0.05 mm is the tolerance of the instrument. This indicates what? This indicates that within this range you will get the accurate value. Okay, so this is nothing but this is what we call as the call as an intrinsic accuracy of the instrument. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to convey to you. The next point, it depends upon the variation of the measured signal. This is very important, and this might become very difficult when you try to ratify something. You won't get the point clear through your head, but I'll try to explain you what do you mean by variation in the measured signal. Suppose I am measuring a pressure value. Okay, suppose I am measuring a pressure value. Okay, and the pressure value of the pressure depends upon the environment. Suppose it depends upon the environment condition. Okay, it will depend upon the environment condition. If you are measuring pressure at an altitude, that value will be different. Okay, and if you are measuring that same with the same instrument, if you are measuring the pressure at the ground level, you will get some different value. It might depend upon the environment or the external conditions. Okay, so if there is some external condition which might affect your measured signal, then that will eventually affect what? It will affect your accuracy. I hope you're getting. I am trying to simplify the things. If you are feeling any doubt, you can raise that question right now in the chat box. I'll reply to your questions. So on which two factors does the accuracy depend? First is the internal, or you can say inbuilt, or the calibrated accuracy for which you have set your instrument for. Okay. The second one will be the measured signal. The signal that you are going to get will affect your accuracy. Okay, how much accurate is your signal? Is your signal getting affected by the environmental condition or extreme condition? If it is getting affected, then your accuracy might get hampered because you won't be able to get the true value and the measured value at the same level. Okay, the third, it depends upon the accuracy of the observer. If the observer is not able to see something clearly, and suppose if he has got a parallax error, some kind of a thing, if he is performing any kind of error. I would like to add on in this point, if the observer is performing any kind of error, okay, any kind of error done by the observer will eventually affect what? Will be affecting what? Accuracy, or any kind of error in the instrument, any kind of error. It might be environmental error, it might be intrinsic error, it might be observational error, it might be human error, matlab observational or human error, whatever kind of error. When there is error in the instrument, it might be external, it might be internal, there will be an effect on accuracy. Okay, is everyone clear with this thing? Can we proceed? Just chat me in the chat box. Yeah, everyone is getting what I'm trying to explain? Has everyone understood? Should we proceed? Should we proceed? Just let me know. We can't waste much time. I need to cover a lot of things today. We need to cover this module at least in this week so that we can proceed. Okay. Only Anas is applying. Not an issue. Not an issue. Okay. So what I've tried to explain is, on what factors does your accuracy depend? You already know the factors on which accuracy depends. I have stated that factors. First is internal accuracy or intrinsic accuracy. The second is measured signal variation, and third one is accuracy of the observer. Now we will get to the next point. Yeah, you can see this micrometer. Okay, this micrometer I like to explain. Okay, this might even come in accuracy, and the same setup will also come in precision also, but I'm taking this setup in accuracy, but it's okay. Okay, now accuracy of this micrometer will depend upon this anvil. Suppose this, can you see this anvil? These are the jaws, one is the spindle, one is the anvil, and you place your measuring face between the spindle. When you use micrometer, I think you have not used micrometer, because you might have used micrometer in 12th. Okay, this is used to measure the dimensions. Okay, so whatever dimensions you want to measure, suppose you want to measure the outside dimension of any part, then what do? You place it between this anvil and the spindle. If this shape is not correct, suppose this anvil is not correct, matlab whatever might, what should be the shape? If this side is at an angle, okay, I hope you're getting, if this side is at an angle, what you'll get some kind of an error. Okay, so if the shape of the anvil is not correct, you will get some kind of an error. Okay, secondly, there is a screw arrangement. You can see this thing rotates. Okay, if suppose there is some friction in this part which rotates and which lets the spindle come inside, so that you can fix your you can fix your measure end, whatever you want to measure, you want to fix this measuring faces in between this. So what do? You try to shift the spindle to the left side. When you try to shift the spindle, there might be some screw arrangement. There is some screw arrangement. If there is some friction in that screw, that will eventually affect your accuracy. Okay, third thing, it can be variation of applied torque. What do? You try, suppose if I want to measure this, I want to fix this between the anvil and the screw or the spindle. Okay, when I want to fix this, if I apply a lot of torque, okay, if I apply a huge amount of torque, what will happen? The micrometer gives the reading in 0.01. The accuracy of micrometer is 0.001. The, yeah, 0.001. So if you try to fix it tightly, if you apply a lot of torque, what will happen? You might get the dimension which might affect this value. Okay, it might be your dimension is 25.002, but since you have tightened the torque, you have applied a lot of torque, you might get the dimension as 25.001 mm. So you might get an error. This error is minimum for you, but with regard to tolerance, this error is huge. It depends upon the tolerance that is required for that instrument, okay, or for that measuring phase. So eventually we can say, what we can say, that accuracy of micrometer depends upon screw, it depends upon anvil shape, it depends upon applied torque, it even depends upon this part. You can see this locking system. How tightly is this system locked? Okay, you need to lock that. If you can lock it properly, you will get good accuracy. Okay, so we will forward with this thing, and we will get to the next slide. We have eventually seen what do you mean by accuracy and what is the accuracy parameter in micrometer. Now we will get to the precision. What do you understand by the term precision? If you just look at this thing, give me a second. 1 second. Huh? 1 second. Yeah. if you just look at this thing, you can see these arrows. I hope you are able to see these arrows. Okay, here also you are able to see these arrows. Here also you are able to see your arrows. They are hitting some target. Okay, here it is hitting the exact point. Here it is not hitting the exact point, the target, but it is closed. It is in a group. What you can get from this figure, there is a group of reading. Okay, you are getting a group of reading right now, and which are reproducible. What you can see, the first part, when you see the first figure, you see that these readings are reproducible. Matlab, the first reading was at the same value, the second reading is also at the same value, the third reading is also at the same value. Even for the second part, you can see that the group of readings are reproducible. Even though they are incorrect, they are reproducing themselves. Okay, when the readings are reproducing themselves, a group of readings are reproducing themselves, those type of measurement is called as precision. What do you call it as? This characteristics, you call it as precision. We can see the diagram right now and you will understand what I am trying to explain. Yeah, just look at this. It is, you can see this definition that I have put for. You can see it is the degree, matlab how many times, it is the degree of reproducibility among several independent measurement of the same true value. I hope you're getting. You want to hit a value, you want to hit this center, okay, and what is the degree of reproducibility? I hope you're getting. What is the degree of reproducibility of this readings that you are getting with respect to the true value? I will explain you with this example. Suppose there is a scale. Okay, it marks from 0, 1, 2, 3. Just get it clearly. You want your true value to be at 2. Okay, this 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you want your correct value, true value to be at 2. You are getting, suppose for the first time you are getting 3. Second time you are getting 3.1. Next you are getting 2.9. I hope you are getting. So these values are precise, right? These values are precise. Matlab, what is the degree of reproducibility with respect to the same true value? Matlab, we want to hit 2, but we are getting 3, 3.1, 2.9. So how do you find precision? 3 plus 3.1 plus 2.9. Okay, all numbers are 3, so you will divide it by 3 because there are number of readings are 3. So what you will get is 9 by 3. Okay, so 9 by 3 is how much? 3. So it is measured in terms of deviation. Matlab, you know, the precise value that you are getting, average precise value is 3. Your true value that it should be, the true value should be 2. So what value you are getting is 1. So this is your deviation. What do you call it as? Deviation. So this is your deviation with which you are about to get the precise value. So can anyone tell me which value will have the highest deviation and which will have the lowest deviation? First one will have highest or lowest? Just let me know if you are able to understand. There are 3 figures. Okay, you can see 3 figures right now. What I am saying, in the first, just look at this. In the first figure, you are saying that you have got high precision. How do you understand that you have got high precision? How will you understand? It will depend upon the deviation value that you are getting. So which one is having the least deviation with respect to all the 3 figures? First, second, or third? Let me know in the chat box. Which one will have the least deviation? First, second, or third? Let me know in the chat box. Very nice. I hope you're understanding. So since it is getting the least deviation, what do you say? It is having the most precise value, correct? But even though you see here, there is a deviation here also. Okay, there is a deviation, but with respect to this value, this was the true value that you wanted to get. So this is the deviation. Though there is a deviation, I hope you are able to understand. So you measure high precise value in terms of deviation for the same true value. So for the first, what you're getting, the deviation might be, suppose you are getting a deviation of 1. For the second, you might be getting a deviation of 3. For the third, you might be getting a deviation of, suppose, 5. Okay? So what do you understand by that? That first value is also precise, second value is also precise, third value is not precise. But how do you find that your precise value is within the limit of the true value? If the deviation is very, very less. Okay? If the deviation is very, very less, you get to know that your accurate value and precise value will merge with each other. Okay? If your deviation, what do you understand by this? just let me write. If your deviation is less, what do you get? That accurate value and precise value must be equal or near about equal. If your deviation is high, what does it mean? That your precision might be high. You might get high precision. Okay? Precision might be high, but your accuracy will be low. Okay? Is everyone understanding? Just put in the chat box what I'm saying. Is everyone understanding? If deviation is less, accuracy must be equal to precision. And if deviation is low, accuracy is not equal to precision, even though your reading might be precise. Because for reading, thank you for informing in the chat box. Because if you try to see the definition again, what you're getting, it is the degree of reproducibility. Precision has nothing to do with true value. Even if you don't get the true value, with respect to true value, you have to measure it for getting the deviation so that you can sync it with respect to accuracy. That's it. But for the measurement to be precise, you just need that there should be reproducibility of the reading that you are getting. Okay. Okay. So we'll get to the next slide. Before getting to the next slide, I would like to show you some figure. This is the vernier caliper. You all have used vernier caliper. Now vernier caliper might be accurate also, might be precise also. It might be both also. Okay, I have used it in terms of precision. You could have used the same instrument for accuracy also. If you are using it for precision, what you will say, you will explain it with regard to what? If you are explaining, you will explain it with regard to degree of reproducibility. Okay, how much reproducible is your reading? Okay, if it is having good reproducibility, it will be precise. Okay, if it is within the deviation, if the deviation is also less, okay, then it will be accurate also as well as precise. Okay, but if your deviation is more but degree of reproducibility is high, then the instrument will be highly precise. Okay, highly precise but not accurate. I hope you're getting. Highly precise but not accurate. You could have used the same thing for the micrometer also. There is some kind of chat, just I need to see. Give me a second. Okay, I'm trying to explain. Just give me a second. What is the application of precision? I mean, we want accurate value every time. See, precision has to do with two terms that you are going to study afterwards in the lecture. I'll just, since you have asked, I will put the terms. Precision is actually related to two characteristics of measurement. Precision is also called as this characteristics. You can even call precision by this name that I'm going to mention. First is reproducibility. I have used the word precision, but for precision, you can even use the word reproducibility. And another word is repeatability. Okay. Okay. So these two characteristics are very, very essential when you take a measurement. How much is the repeatability and how much is the reproducibility? Now there is a thin line of difference between these two terms. Okay. Thin line of difference between these two terms. When we will cover this topic, you will be able to understand what do you mean by reproducibility. You already know what do you mean by reproducibility. Reproducibility means it is the precision value, but repeatability means also the precision value. So how do you differentiate between the two terms? That is very important with respect to measurement characteristics. So you will understand it when we get to the later stages. Okay. Actually, precision has got two terms. One is reproducibility, another is repeatability. So you can use both the terms. We will see what do you mean by repeatability and reproducibility later stage, at a later stage. Now, what do you mean by accuracy and precision? I gave you this homework, but I'll explain it to you. See, accuracy refers to the closeness or conformity of the true value. We have already mentioned. And precision you can define. It is the degree of reproducibility of array or arrangement within the group of measurement. I already informed. Within the same range, if you are getting some reproducible readings or degree of arrangement of readings for the same group of measurement, matlab I want to measure 2, I am getting 3, 3.1, 3.2, okay, 2.9. So this will be called as precise. And accuracy will be, accuracy you already know, if it is close to the true value, the value will be called as accurate. See, the second point is it is always close to the true value, and this is may or may not be close to the true value. Third, it is always measured in terms of measured value and true value, difference of measured and true value. And how do you measure this? Can anyone inform me in the chat box? How do you measure precision? How do you measure precision? Accuracy is the difference between measured and true value, and precision will be, put it in the chat box. Put it in short. What do you mean by precision then? Hello guys, put it in the chat box. Closeness to the true value is not precision. Closeness to the true value is accuracy. Average value is also not precision. Can anyone else? Reproducibility, right? But how do you define? Degree bhi nahi. Precision, how do you measure precision? It is the deviation from the true value, right? It is the deviation from the true value. If you want to measure, you measure it with respect to deviation of the measurement, not with respect to degree of reproducibility. I hope everyone understood. You can write it in the chat box if you want to. Just let me know if you are getting what I'm telling. Yeah? Is everyone getting? Yeah. We'll move. Thank you. So it is measured in terms of deviation. Okay. Next, it can have human error as well as instrument error. Accuracy can have human error as well as instrument error. You have already seen observational error, human error, intrinsic error, which is instrument error only. Okay. If the instrument is not properly calibrated, but this will always be due to instrument error. Precision will never be regarded as a human error. Okay? It will always be considered as an instrument error, because it is the human can make error once, he can make error twice. If he is making error more than once, it's okay. If people are like us, they can make more than one error also. Okay? They can reproduce the same incorrect reading again and again. They can, but it is actually limited to the instrument error only. If you want to define precision, the error that you get in precision is always due to instrument only. Hardly you get it due to human, because human can correct their error after 1 or 2 times. Okay? If the instrument is making error again and again and again, you can't correct it. You might get the precise value, but it will always be due to instrument error. I hope you're getting. Now, what do you mean by threshold and resolution? So we have already considered this topic. Okay, I like to highlight some things for you from this. It's important to highlight. Give me a second. Okay, this is closeness of the quantity. This is degree of arrangement within the measurement. May not be clear to the true value, always close to the true value. Measured as a difference between measured value and true value. It is measured in terms of deviation due to instrument error, due to human or instrument or any other error. Okay, so we'll get to the threshold and resolution. Now this is very important. It becomes a little difficult to understand threshold and resolution, but I will like to explain you with a example. I have not mentioned the example here, but I'll explain you with an example. Suppose I have got a remote. Everyone has a remote. Okay? Everyone has got a remote control. What do you do with remote control? Suppose there is a remote control of old TV that we used to have. ठीक है? देखो हम क्या करते हैं, 0 पे रहता है वॉल्यूम, 0 से 1, 1 से 2, 2 से 3, 3 से 4. जैसे 4 से 5 पे जाते हैं, 4 से we go to 5. What do we observe? We observe a signal. ठीक है? That signal is termed as, मतलब whatever is the smallest increment, मतलब you are providing input, you are providing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as it reaches 5, you get some kind of a output. मतलब for the smallest input, whatever is the output, those kinds of output are called as threshold or resolution. I hope you're getting. You can see the definition. I have written the definition. Yeah. You'll get it. Don't worry. One second, you will understand. Don't worry about it. See, smallest increment of quantity being measured, which can be detected with certainty, represents the threshold and resolution. To understand it better, we'll get to the definition of threshold. Just see. Minimum input which is necessary to cause a detectable change of output from zero value. तो थ्रेशोल्ड क्या होता है? सपोज करो मेरा एक रिमोट है, मैं ऐसे दिखा रहा हूँ, 0 पे कुछ भी नहीं दे रहा आउटपुट, 1 इनपुट दिया कुछ भी नहीं दे रहा, 2 इनपुट दिया कुछ भी नहीं दे रहा, 3 दिया कुछ भी नहीं दे रहा, 4 दिया कुछ भी नहीं दे रहा. जैसे मैं 5 पे पहुंचा, वॉल्यूम के बटन पे मैंने 5 पर पहुंचा, प्लस करते करते 5 पे पहुंचा, वैसे मुझे क्या मिला? साउंड मिला या नहीं साउंड? तो वो जो साउंड है ना, जो मुझे जीरो वैल्यू से मिलता है। कौन से वैल्यू से मिलता है? जो पहला इनपुट मुझे मिलता है, ठीक है, मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ इनपुट दैट आई गेट फ्रॉम जीरो वैल्यू, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम जीरो वैल्यू, मतलब मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ इनपुट विच इज नेसेसरी टू कॉज एन आउटपुट। मतलब आई एम पुटिंग एन इनपुट ऑफ 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 and after 5 I am getting some observable or detectable output. I am getting what? I am getting sound at 5. I hope you are getting. So this value is my threshold. I hope you are getting. From 0 I am starting, and if I am getting some kind of output, that output is called as threshold. This is backlash. You can say it as an backlash or internal noise. Okay, what do you mean by backlash or internal noise? Suppose there is a pressure gauge and this is the zero indicator. Suppose this is zero. You might have seen that the pressure gauge का जो वो रहता है, anvil रहता है, that is -1 पे रहता है कभी कभी, और कभी कभी आप देखेंगे 1 पे रहता है। समझ रहा है? तो -1 से 1 पे आने के लिए जो आउटपुट लगता है ना, मतलब ये जीरो से इसको मूव करने के लिए कोई भी साइड पे, मतलब -1 से यहाँ लेके आना या जीरो से यहाँ लेके आना, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? थ्रेशोल्ड। जीरो वैल्यू से कभी भी कोई चीज को स्टार्ट किया तो हम उसको क्या बोलेंगे? थ्रेशोल्ड बोलेंगे। रिजोल्यूशन क्या होता है? स्मॉलेस्ट चेंज ऑफ इनपुट फॉर विच देयर इज चेंज ऑफ आउटपुट फ्रॉम नॉन जीरो वैल्यू। अगेन रिमोट लेते हैं। सपोज करो मैंने रिमोट को 60 के वॉल्यूम पे लेके गया, गौर करना, सपोज करो मैं 5 पे लेके गया, 5 से 6 पर गया, 6 से 7 पे गया, कोई आउटपुट नहीं मिल रहा मुझे, उतना ही साउंड है। जैसे 5 से 6, 6 से 7, जैसे मैं 7 से 8 पे जाता हूँ वापस से, क्या दिखता है मुझे? साउंड क्या हो रहा है? इंक्रीज हो गया अचानक। मतलब कुछ वैल्यूज में 5 से लेके 7 के बीच में क्या था, या 5 से लेके 8 के बीच में क्या था, कोई चेंज नहीं था। समझ रहा है? तो ये नॉन जीरो वैल्यू हुई या नहीं? तो जब नॉन जीरो वैल्यू से आपको वापस से कोई चेंज मिलेगा तो आप उसको क्या बोलेंगे? आप उसको बोलेंगे रेजोल्यूशन। ओके ओके। और दोनों को एक ही डेफिनेशन में कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम? एक ही डेफिनेशन मैंने क्या बताया है, देखिए एक ही डेफिनेशन क्या है। एक ही डेफिनेशन क्या है? स्मॉलेस्ट इंक्रीमेंट ऑफ क्वांटिटी being measured, that you are going to measure, smallest increment that you are going to measure, that can be detected with certainty, represents the threshold and resolution. If that certainty is from zero value, that certain output that you are getting for the minimum input, if it is from zero value, it is called as threshold. If it is from non-zero value that you are getting some kind of change in output for the smallest input, that is called as resolution. I hope everyone understood. Is it okay? Just put it in the chat box if you understood what do you mean by threshold and resolution. But sir, we can also get sound at 3 or 2 maybe, or you said it is just an example that I am putting. You can get a sound at 2, you can get a sound at 2 3, but there is some minimum input that you need to provide. If your remote, suppose this is my remote, it works after 5, so that is my resolution, sorry, that is my threshold at start. If it works after 0 only, 0 to 1, that is my threshold. Threshold will be 0 to 1. Okay, threshold will be 1 minus 0, that will be my threshold value. If it is working at 5, 5 minus 0 will be my threshold value. It depends from system to system. Understood, Adnan? Adnan? Yeah. Okay. And resolution is like after 5, again you are getting detectable change in output. Matlab you already have an output, but the output is changing. It might be increasing, it might be decreasing. It depends upon how you put the input. Okay? If you are getting that way, that is called as resolution. We can proceed with it. We have got, so sorry, we have got lots of thing to do. So we will proceed with this thing right now. We have covered today accuracy, we have covered precision, and we have also covered threshold, we have covered resolution. Now, linearity. Since I want to explain you linearity, what I'll do is I'll discard. I want to show you linearity in this OneNote. I'll show you linearity here. Okay? What do you mean by linearity of an instrument? Okay? To explain linearity, I have already taken a curve. We can take it from the toolbox. Okay? Suppose, yeah, suppose we are providing some input, okay, and we are getting some output. Whatever, we are providing some input and we are getting some output. Okay? What I would like to mention for this input and output is, yeah, ha, this, दरवाजा बंद करो, मत आओ अंदर. 1 second, give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I wanted to explain you something. 1 second, where is my cursor? Yeah, this type of curve, okay, one minute, where we are plotting output on the y-axis, whatever might be the output. It might be sound, it might be some input from our side, like we are increasing the value, okay, we are increasing the decibel value, we are trying to increase that value, okay. And if we are putting something input on the x-axis, this curve is called as calibration curve. What do we call it as? Calibration curve. I hope you're getting. Calibration you already know. Okay, I've already explained, but it doesn't matter if you even don't know it. Calibration is something which is adjusted or made with respect to a standard. Okay, so if we are plotting something on the y-axis and we are plotting something on the x-axis, okay, output and input respectively, what do we get is a calibration curve. Okay, so there is raised hand by someone. Is there any doubt? ओके, गलती से, ठीक है। तो कैलिब्रेशन कर्व क्या है? कैलिब्रेशन कर्व क्या है? इफ यू आर प्लॉटिंग समथिंग as an output on y and something as an input on x, and if you are trying to plot the curve of that thing, that is called as calibration curve. Now I will explain you what do you mean by linearity. Okay, to explain linearity I need to take that thing. Give me a second. I am taking a line. I'm just taking a line. Do you know this line's equation? What do you mean? What is the equation of this line? Ya Allah. Give me a second. I'm just putting it somewhere. Okay. So now we know the equation of this line. Yeah. What is the equation of this line? Y is equal to mx plus c. Now c is what? C is what? 0. Right? C is 0 for us. So equation of this line is y is equal to mx. Tabish is having some doubt. It's not showing. Sir, we can't see any line. I have already drawn a line. Can you see a line? Is it? You are not able to see the line. Okay. So sorry. I have stopped the share. Now, can you see the graph and everything? Just let me know via the chat. So sorry, I just stopped that. I would like to unmute someone and let me know from where have you not been able to see the things. तबीश कुछ भी नहीं दिखा? कुछ भी नहीं दिखा ये स्क्रीन का तब से?
नहीं सर, ये वाइट स्क्रीन वो जो लास्ट थ्रेशोल्ड और इसके रिजोल्यूशन का जो पेज था ना, वही स्लाइड के ऊपर आप बोल रहे थे।
अच्छा,
ये वाइट स्क्रीन आई नहीं, आपने कब ड्रॉ किया कुछ
भी दिख रहा हूँ तब से।
अनस कब से वो मैसेज कर रहा है ना सर, गलती से हुआ सर, वो वही कर रहा है कि सर आपकी स्लाइड चेंज नहीं हो रही।
ओके I'll explain it again. चलो I'll explain it again. तो ये नॉट स्लाइड ओनली linearity देखा कि नहीं? linearity वर्ड देखा कि नहीं स्लाइड पे? Okay. I'll explain you again. I need to rub all this thing then. Ya Allah, give me a second. Give me a second. So sorry. वो बंद हो गया था शहर and I was not even able to see that thing. मुझे लगा कुछ तो हुआ है. Someone came, that's why I was. Yeah, we can cover it. We have wasted 10 minutes यार. I wanted to complete this topic today. Just give me a second. Is there anyone who is writing in the chat box? Last side वो हाँ नहीं हो रहा ना Control Z. I am trying Control Z. नहीं होता कभी कभी. Not an issue. Just give me a second. Now, the next characteristics that we are going to learn is linearity. Okay. So to learn linearity, I would like to explain to you something with regard to this curve. Suppose there is an x-axis on which we are measuring input, and there is a y-axis on which we are measuring output. So when we are measuring input on the x-axis and we are measuring output on the y-axis, what we are getting is a curve which is known as calibration curve. So we already know what do you mean by calibration, something which is adjusted and made as per the standard, okay, and which can be calibrated, okay, and which can give the correct reading, okay, that is known as calibration. So this kind of curve is called as calibration curve, where we put output on the y-axis and input on the x-axis. Those kinds of curve are called as calibration curve. Okay, so before explaining you linearity, what do you mean by linear characteristics, I'd like to explain you what do you mean by calibration. So for explaining calibration, I am going to draw this thing for you. Now, you all know what is the equation of this line? I think we all know what is the equation of this line. What is the equation of this line? This equation of this line is y is equal to mx plus c, right? And since the intercept, since it is starting at origin, so intercept for us in this case will be 0. So y is equal to mx, where m is the slope, x will be what? X will be considered as input, and y will be considered as what? Output. So if any instrument, one minute. So if any instrument is behaving in this fashion, matlab it is fulfilling the equation of straight line, those kinds of instruments are called as linear instrument. What do we call it as? Linear instruments, okay? And such characteristics, the instruments which give such characteristics, those instruments are called as, those characteristics are called as linearity. Okay, so linearity means what? Input and output are moving along a straight line. Matlab as per the input, as we give the input, matlab if I give the input, okay, 1, suppose I am getting the output 2. Suppose I am getting the output 2. Okay, I'll not draw this. This might become difficult. Suppose I am giving the input 2, what I am getting? The output as 4. Okay, so if I take the ratio 4 by 2, what I'll get is 2, right? If I take the ratio of 2 by 1, what I'll get is 2. So since this slope is constant, since the slope is constant, I hope you're getting, my instrument will be linear. I hope you're getting. If the slope is constant, those instruments are termed to be linear in nature. And this characteristic is called as linearity. I think I have got some chat to respond to. Arey Allah, how can you write so perfect on screen? Is it any software? We can talk about it later. It is not about that thing. Again, X, Anas is telling when X is equal to Y, then such kind of instruments are called linear instrument. No, that is incorrect. X equal to Y doesn't mean that the instrument is linear. Even if X is not equal to Y, the instrument will be linear. For linearity, Y2 minus Y1 upon X2 minus X1 should be constant. If slope is constant, then the instrument is termed as to be, if the slope is constant, what do we consider? The instrument is considered to be linear. I hope you're getting done. Is it okay? So for what do you mean by linearity? Can you put it in the chat box? Everyone got it? Linearity? The ratio of output to the ratio of input, if it is constant, such an instrument is called to be a linear instrument. Okay. In other words, the slope is constant or the ratio of output to input is constant for the given reading, for the given set of reading. This is for a given set of reading. Okay. What I'll do is I will now again shift back to linearity concept. Okay. I need to stop your annotations. We'll get to linearity concept again. I hope you're able to see the screen. Yeah, you're able to see the screen. Now see the linearity concept. Ability of an instrument to provide output symmetrically as per the given input. Linear instruments provide more accurate data. All working instruments work within the linear range only to get the accurate and precise value. I would like to write something that I have not mentioned. I would mention it. if you want accuracy to be paramount for your instrument should be linear. So all the working range of the instrument should be linear only. By default it should be linear. If it is linear it will be more accurate. Okay. Next, what we can say, I have written the last point. 1 minute. Linear instruments follow straight line equation. What is the straight line equation? Y is equal to mx plus c, where y is the output, x is the input, and this curve is called as what? Can anyone tell me this curve? What do we call this curve? Put it in the chat box. Yeah. What this curve is called, where we measure in output on the y-axis and input on the x-axis. Put it in the chat box. What do we call this curve as? Yeah. Tell me. Be quick. Calibration curve. Very nice. Okay. So I wanted to take 2 more topics, but I think we will finish it here, and I will unmute all of you. Since we have completed the time, exact 45 minutes, I have unmuted all of you. I would like to hear from you. If you want to ask something from me, you can ask me. You can directly ask me whatever you want to. Muktasid, anyone who wants to ask, ask. Anything? I have unmuted. Hello. Do you want to ask something?
सर कर्व इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के भी सर ऐसे सर मेजरमेंट लेते हैं ना, कर्व इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी आते हैं ना सर?
जी आते हैं।
तो
जी आते हैं ना।
कर्व हाँ सर, तो उसमें एक्यूरेसी कम होती है क्या सर?
Curve instrument, like which kind of curve instrument? Can you mention some name for me? Curve नाम क्या? मानस, क्या नाम है बेटा? या
हेलो
हेलो
हेलो सर, हेलो
बोलो बोलो। कर्व इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स लाइक
सर, स्केल्स भी आते हैं ना सर? कर्व में स्केल्स भी आते हैं ना सर कुछ कर्व में?
बहुत छोटे लेवल पे चले गए, उसमें भी एक्यूरेसी रहेगी ना। एक्यूरेसी इंपॉर्टेंट है ना। तुम डिग्री लेते, प्रोटेक्टर लेते, सपोज करो प्रोटेक्टर से तुम कुछ मेजर कर रहे हो, ठीक है। आई विल जस्ट शो यू। अभी दिखा नहीं सकता, इस पे ही दिखाता हूँ। प्रोटेक्टर है, सपोज करो, क्या बताऊं मैं। हाँ, ये प्रोटेक्टर है, तुम्हें देखना यहाँ पर। सपोज करो ये रीडिंग तुम्हें चाहिए और तुम यहाँ देख रहे, समझ रहे, और तुम ह्यूमन एरर कर रहे हो, पैरेलक्स एरर कर रहे हो, तो आएगा ना कर्व पे भी डिग्री में रीडिंग, डिग्री में एरर आएगा ना, व्हाटएवर माइट बी द डिग्री। तो ये भी एरर आएगा, दैट इज आल्सो एन एरर। एक्यूरेसी में इफेक्ट पड़ता है, सब पे आएगा, ये सब तो कंसीडर होता है। ओके, एनीथिंग एल्स?
सर वो 0 पॉइंट से कर्व नहीं होना चाहिए क्या सर?
जो पॉइंट पे
जहाँ से रेफरेंस ले रहे वहां से कर्व नहीं होना चाहिए।
आंसर आना चाहिए 33.1 डिग्री और तुम्हारा आंसर है 33.2 डिग्री, तो एरर है या नहीं?
है।
बस 0 पॉइंट से कोई लेना देना नहीं। ट्रू वैल्यू इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू। You should get the result within the true value. As close to the true value, your accuracy will be more and your error will be less. Okay? If you want error to be 0, see, error is what? Measured value minus true value. If measured value is equal to true value, error will be what? 0. Accuracy will be highest. Yes? Is it okay? Is it okay for everyone? Is it okay for everyone?
Yes sir.
Can anyone just repeat the topics that we have completed today? Just let me know what are the topics that we have studied today. We started with?
Yes sir.
We started
with precision and accuracy difference, okay, and exact explanation. Then we get on threshold and resolution, and afterward the 5th was linearity.
Very nice. I hope you understood these things. Tomorrow we will be able to complete all the characteristics of measurement, static characteristics of measurement. We are done with the lecture. Chalo, assalamu alaikum. I'll share the attendance sheet on your.
Walaikum salam sir.
Okay.
Ji, jazakallah.
Jazakumullah.